I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While other sweater style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was called with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? Welcome to the premiere Knicks morning show. I am your main man, the number one chief rock in Knicks universe, Uncle Freezie. And I have one question for you. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly. Right? Let's go, Knicks fans. Let's get it. Let's get it, Knicks fans. Let's go. Let's go. Man, I think I'm gonna have to buy me another set of headphones, man. I'm at that point, man. I'm at the point where they keep my ears itchy. They slide around. But whatever. It's been a busy morning already. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. I'm glad you are here. Hopefully, we can help you with your morning. Hopefully, everything gets off to a great start. I see Julian Blum in the chat. Hey, JB, I need your help with something, bro. I'm a DM you later on. I need some serious help, like some professional help with some stuff. No, not that kind of professional help. I'm talking about artistry, artistic professional help. Y'all always be finding. Y'all look for the slightest little thing to start cracking jokes. I say I need professional help, and y'all out here like, you damn right you need professional help. Thank you. You want to come on camera with us? No. Okay, look, I almost look, she this close. Y'all almost. Listen, y'all almost saw her finger just now. Y'all almost saw her finger just now. Y'all almost saw Miss Mocha's finger just now. I was this close. I tried. Yeah, JB, I need your help, man. With something, some art stuff. I hope you don't mind if I use you as a resource. I hope you don't mind if I use you as a resource, man. I can't say out loud what it is yet. I'm gonna reserve that for our conversation, And then if you choose to share, then we can share. But DSJ is in the house. What's good? DSJ, Jay Dilla is a top 83 producer of all time. Top 83, no doubt. Top 83 producer of all. I mean, cemented too. I mean, he there, bro. Jay Dilla is. Yo, Cam, what's good? Cameron Goldberg is in the building. Cam says, just worried about this small lineup. Tibbs may need to go with a 10-man rotation. Yep, I'm going to speak to that. I'm going to speak to that in a little bit. I'm going to speak to that. I have about 10 questions or 10 questions for us. Not 10 questions in general, but 10 questions for us that I want to address and talk about. And maybe y'all can help me go through the process. Meanwhile, I'm going to try not to get this Bustelo. I'm drinking like a 20-ounce cup of Bustelo. So y'all already know what the morning's going to be like, right? I have a Gamecock cup full of Bustelo. Y'all already know what the morning's going to be like. Oh man, you said DSJ says I'll pass that off to IKBM Dre and Boulevard. Man, I am a terrible friend. I was supposed to check on Bully. I didn't even check on him this morning. King Ribby is in the building. King Ribby, it's okay to be in the chat, bro. You don't have to. I think, King Ribby might be thinking like, I'd be asking Uncle Freezie too many questions. Nah, bro. I mean, I answer questions. I just don't like answering questions like I'm on trial. Right? You like you know how people don't really have like a strong opinion about something. They be like, Uncle Freezie, let me ask you something then. No. I'm not on trial. I'm not on trial. If you got something to say, say it. You know what I mean? JJ is in the building. Yo, I ain't even salute the chat, man. I already just started talking. Yo, JJ, blame it on the 20 ounces of Bustelo. Blame it on the 20 ounces of Bustelo. Mets is in the building. Oh yeah, let me do the roll call. I forgot the roll call. My bad. So I'm gonna do the roll call, and then I'm gonna do a quote by a great American poet. Soulfinger is in the house. JJ is in the house. Mets 2128 is in the house. Julian Blum is in the house. King Ribby, Brooklyn represent. DSJ representing Staten Island is in the house. Who else we got? Who else is in here? Oh, C-Mac is in the building. C-Mac is in the house. Roy Hughes is in the house. Salute to everybody this morning. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I thought I saw Cam Goldberg in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Cam Goldberg is in the house. There it is, right on the screen, Uncle Freezie. Reading is fundamental. Uncle Freezie, there it is right there. Reading is fundamental. Salute to all our people. Salute to the members of the channel that help support and pay the bills and stuff right here. Thank y'all for helping out, man, with that. Salute to everybody that show up every day to drive the conversation, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate all of y'all. King Ribby says it's for the long of the game. Shout out. Oh, for the love of the game. For the love of the game. Yeah. Man Child is in the house. What's good? What's good, y'all? Who is that creeping in the sun? Look who. The hip-hop legend himself, Jay Boogie, is in the house. Jay Boogie says, top of the morning, top of the AM to the AM, blessings, health, and happiness. Salute. 3 capital S's. Love, liberty, peace. Giving the flowers to everybody. Bam. Give people their flowers. Bam. For sure. Real King is in the house. What's good? So let's start off with this, right? Let's start off with this. I'm going to ask y'all a legit question. I'm going to answer it, but I'm also going to read y'all answers in the chat as I sip a gallon of Bustelo. So the question is this. How will the New York Knicks build on their success from last year and maintain momentum for this season? Mitch, what's good, boss? How you doing, man?
Fine. Had a heck of a time at a trading convention over the weekend.
So how'd you do?
Got rid of most of my Yu-Gi-Oh collection, $18.
Okay.
It was mostly common bulk from the last 10 or so years anyway.
Okay.
And I ran the slot into the Sarge.
Who? Sarge who?
Slaughter.
Oh, Sergeant Slaughter. Okay.
And I got this just for letting him put me in the Cobra clutch.
You let that old man put you in the Cobra clutch?
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. Yeah, man. Did you take any pictures?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So did you get the professional pictures done, or did you take some on your phone?
Phone.
Okay. So Dripmore is in the house. So here's the thing. Here's a question that I ask. I'm gonna just state it again, just so that I can refresh my own memory. I have it jotted down behind the scenes back here, away from everybody else, so it won't clutter the screen. So basically, I'm asking, how will the New York Knicks build on their success from last year and maintain their momentum going into this upcoming season?
If you wanted to ask me, it's to be a little more diverse with the offensive move pool. I mean, we all know that Tibbs is more defensive minded than he is offensive minded. And the problem with that is that while defense wins championships, it also needs offense to complement it, or in some cases compensate if you're not a very good defensive team.
Right.
The problem is, more often than not, the Knicks, it's more of they're a good defensive team, just not a very competent offensive-minded one.
Right.
And if they don't get up and run and adapt more on the offensive end, this team's going to look like scums, like slimes, like pukes, and maggots.
And maggots. Duly noted. What I'll say is to that, because I appreciate the first point, definitely, about how we try to establish an identity based on defense. You know what I'm saying? And then the offense seems to drag behind a little bit by design. It's intentionally slow paced. What I'll say is this. So we did establish or reestablish a pattern of success last year. We didn't make the playoffs the year before, and so I'm chalking that up to injuries. That's my excuse. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a good one, maybe it's not.
It's a mix to me.
Yeah. Yes.
On one hand, I can accept some of the failings of 21-22 being due to the team getting bit by the injury bug. But on the other hand, it was just some of the erratic decisions offensively in certain games. Case in point, like take the overtime loss to the Timberwolves that year.
Yeah.
Noel and Mitch fouled out. This would have been a perfect time to bring Sims in under center. Instead, he stuck with Randall. There was no reason for it. You're going up against a Colossus in the Cat. You need someone who can at least match him in terms of big man playability, and he chose to play small ball, and that bothered me.
Right. My issue with that season is I think you bring up a brilliant point. I don't know what it is this morning, bro. Maybe I'm amenable to everything this morning, or maybe you and I are on the same wavelength. You know what I'm saying? What I'll say is maybe we're on the same wavelength, right? So what I'm gonna say to maybe in that same line of thinking is say that season there were injuries, but the decision making process after players were injured was very questionable, like you mentioned, at center. For instance, my belief was if you're not going to play Kemba Walker, and if Derrick Rose is not going to return, then why not play the two young point guards that you have on the bench and let them get reps, right? Because eventually, basically what happened is he played Alec Burks at point guard for the remainder of the season, and at the first opportunity, they traded Alec Burks. Right? So now all the experience that you got at point guard that season is gone out the door. It's gone out the door. Whether you think Quickly is a point guard or not, whether you think Deuce McBride is a point guard or not, the Knicks still only won 37 games. Whether you like Quickly at point or whether you like Deuce McBride at point, you definitely did not like Alec Burks at point.
And Kemba Walker was a glass can at that point, so there was really no point to put him in. Same thing with Rose.
Yep. And so to the point that I think both of us entered the same place just in different doors. So I agree with you on where you're headed with it. You know what I'm saying? I just described it a little bit differently. I sound like a crybaby. You know what? Maybe I'll play the crybaby meme for myself. Yeah. Yo, maybe I'll play the crybaby thing for myself. Oh my goodness. Chat, should I play the crybaby thing for myself? I don't want to do it, man. It makes me feel like I don't want to do it. But you know what? You know what? I didn't know that I was sounding like a crybaby until I was about to follow up that point with why did you? I was just gonna start whining like Tibbs. Why did you put Ryan Arcidiacono? Why did he start? Why did you? And all those things, and then I realized, yeah, I was sounding like a crybaby. Yeah, I was sounding like a crybaby. Everybody, my bad. Soulfinger says salute to all. Salute to JJ. All good on the west side. Hope all is well with you and yours. Yep. Same thing for us. Hotline Bling says, or asked the question, how do you feel about Kevin Porter Jr.? I don't. I don't.
Let's leave him behind bars.
Yeah, I don't feel anything for him. I hope justice gets served for him. I'm not a fan of dudes criminal domestic violence. I don't care how it got to the point of such and such. I don't like dudes that do that. So yeah. And I know I'll make a lot of enemies with that, but I don't care. I'd rather have friends that are good guys as opposed to letting anybody in the door. I'm not that type of person. I believe in integrity, being a straight up dude, bro. So you got to draw the line from somewhere, right? You can't just have a history of being offset and then use that as an excuse to use that as a excuse for offset behavior. Yeah, to me, there's never a reason to hit a woman,
even if they hit you back, even if they hit you first.
Right? No, I'm a big guy, so it does stuff like that. It's yeah. I'm yeah. That's not my thing, bro. I choose peace. I choose peace over violence. So, yeah. So, but here's the thing, though, on that point that we were making about the lost season, the injuries piled up. I think Tibbs fumbled that season because if he'd have gave all those young players experience in 21, 22, like Met said, then maybe in the playoffs this season just passed, they would not have looked so green.
Right. They wouldn't look like they had butterflies in their stomachs the size of eagles.
Yeah. 747 size butterflies in their stomach. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a big what if. But at the same time, you never know what was going on behind the scenes. You don't know if those kids were ready to take on that many minutes or if they were ready to take on those roles. If Alec Burks wasn't the point guard, does that team win 37 games? That team might win 25 games.
I would have said 33 at that point.
Okay.
And you would have given us a better draft pick, I think. But then again, of course, given how Leon Rose likes to trade draft picks away like they're lotto tickets, we wouldn't have gotten whatever pick we would have gotten, he would have shipped it off.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, when it comes to the draft, Leon Rose needs to be handcuffed.
Yeah, we need to protect him from himself. Right? Because you can't take the OKC route and then listen, y'all know the saying, you can't take the banana out of the split, right? If it's a banana split, you got to have a banana in it, right? Unless it's
without nuts and hot fudge.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those things, like you can't take the OKC approach and then do it halfway, just keep trading back for draft picks. But what OKC does too is they constantly draft developmental players. They try to find superstars, guys with tremendous upside. They do both. If the guy that they feel like, if there's no superstar value pick there, then they trade back. But the Knicks trade back so they can sign Isaiah Hartenstein, Jalen Brunson.
Yep. Quick fix pieces.
Right.
And that's not a healthy way to build a team long term.
Right.
I mean,
so go ahead, bro.
We did it in the era of Ernie Grunfeld. We did it in the Isaiah Thomas, although in his case he was over excessive with it.
Right.
We did it with Donnie Walsh, albeit to a much more toned down perspective. We did it with Phil Jackson. We did it with whoever replaced Jackson. And then
Steve, what's his name?
Steve Mills.
Yeah.
And here we are doing it with Leon Rose. The last 6 regimes, it's been a lot more destructive than constructive.
Right. Right. Right, no doubt. Hey everybody, just really quick. September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. I have to keep saying that throughout the month. If you are interested in some type of consultation, Uncle Freezie is your guy. There is my business number. You'll also see my national producer number right there to let you know that I am legit. And so I mostly do annuities and IULs. If you want to talk about life insurance, I can help you with that also. Some planning for the future and other type things. All right. So now that that's out the way, let me get back to Tom Thibodeau. Right?
I'll be right back. Just give me a sec.
All right. Let me take that. Okay. I should let that run. Yeah, I'll let that run. Right. So here's the thing with Tibbs, right? I don't know if it's all Tom Thibodeau's doing, right? The plan. CWC is in the building. CWC, them boys say you ain't no hooper. CWC says why the Knicks didn't sign John Wall on a good contract to back up Brunson or sign Burks back. Why would you sign Ryan, another Villanova guy? Don't like what or where this is heading to. Okay, I got you. I'm not sure. This. Oh, okay. Did Met show up? No. Okay. All right. So okay. So I'm not sure. Yo, the son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. So I'm not for sure why the Knicks took that approach. But what I will say is, I think the Knicks are on the right track. Right? I think that season we missed the playoffs. I think it was an anomaly. I think if we had decent point guard play, I think the Knicks would have made the playoffs 3 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Soulfinger says we had a point where we singing the same old song with front office moves, and now we are looking like Smurfs. La 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 bim.
I mean, if he means that we're short height, I could see that.
Bim. Travel Vibes is in the building. Morning, everyone. Salute, chat, aka family. Bim. There we go. I hope everybody's doing well, whether you're at work in your cubicle or you have this playing in your shop where everybody can listen to us. So if you're working from home and the cat is on the counter or your dog is asleep in the corner, however you're listening to us, man, we appreciate you rocking with us for the morning show. And I hope we are a value add to your morning. Maybe you have your coffee, your small breakfast, your fuel to get you going, and you have Blorange Tears queued up. Thank you for that. That's the way you start your day. JJ says, Freezie, your Bears tanking for Caleb Williams. Yeah, I know. We're gonna trade that kid to somewhere.
Is he the top prospect going into next year's draft?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Big, strong. Well, it's all top prospects. It's the same song. Big, strong, athletic kid. He looks the part. Hollywood handsome. It's every year. It's the same thing. Every year it's the same thing, man. So I was gonna describe them, and then I thought to myself, like, why describe them when it's the same description for every draft, every year? Bo Ismail is in the building. CWC says, I'm at work. My dog's at home watching Teen Titans cartoon. Yeah.
I hate Teen Titans Go.
And Kerry Cox says, I'm eating potato chips and eating salami slices. Bem. I wish. I wish. So how do I feel about last season, and how do we keep momentum going into next season? I'm going to say the team is better than what we think. And I'm also going to say that going into next season, I think us having a season of jail will make us better.
I would agree. But also establishing a young core culture will make this team better.
Amen.
Getting a core on slightly seasoned or even full-blown grizzled vets will only get you so far. It causes a rundown in the long term.
Okay. In that case, we were out there developing Taj Gibson and Derrick Rose were the future. It's ridiculous.
When they should have been left in the past.
Right. JJ says, my brother J Boogie, salute. My Cardoza brother, much love. Hope all is great with you and yours. What is Cardoza? I keep hearing Cardoza.
I'll look.
Yeah, that's an inside joke, bro. I know what it is. I'm messing with
law school.
Yeah. Cardoza sounds like a fake basketball school in a Disney movie where the uniforms don't match. Kerry Cox, Cardoza sounds like the school that hadn't won again. Yo, Kerry Cox.
There's also a hotel called Cardozo in South Beach. There's Oscar Cardozo, the soccer player. Former Chief Judge Benjamin Cardozo. There's a school named after him.
Yep. And Kerry Cox says, I understand signing Ryan. It was either him or Kevin Knox. I don't know.
I wouldn't want Knox back, to be honest. I mean, given how bad he couldn't really thrive under the Fizdale system and how eager Thibodeau was to get rid of him,
right?
I wouldn't blame Knox for not wanting to come back.
I don't blame him either.
I mean, where is he now? Arizona?
I don't know. I think he's a free agent. Still.
I'll look it up. Was he last year?
Yeah. And so Jay Boogie says
he was in Portland. Now he's in Detroit.
Okay. Jay Boogie says, Cardoza, we in the building twice. My high school brother, salute. Yeah, Cardoza sounds like that high school and High School Musical where the basketball team hadn't won a basketball game since 2019. and they bring in a guy to save the program, and they almost win, and then they find a superstar from out of nowhere. It's like the unlikely kid with pimples and braces, and he becomes a basketball star and falls in love with a cheerleader. That's what Cardoza sounds like. Jay Boogie says, Kevin Knox is outside the podcast right now. He's standing there right out the building asking for the link. Hey, I'll give Kevin Knox. Hey, listen. Kevin Knox, you want to join? There you go, Kevin Knox. There you go. So Kerry Cox says, Jamaica High School stand up. Okay. Shout out to Queens, New York. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to the greatest borough that has ever existed, the Bronx, New York. Shout out to Staten Island. Shout out to Manhattan. Shout out to the surrounding areas. Shout out to some Harlem, Mount Vernon, Yonkers, Jersey City, Newark. Yeah, man. Shout out to Central Islip, CIFLY and the SKY. Shout out to all of them. And JJ says, we got NBA players from Cardoza. I'm sure you do. Like imaginary NBA players like Hoops Johnson. Hoops Johnson from Cardoza High. Man. Shout out to Hoops Johnson from Cardoza High. Yeah, hey, Kerry Cox says Jersey City, Kennedy Boulevard. Shout out to what high school is on Kennedy? Shout out to Snyder. Shout out to Snyder. I think Snyder is on Kennedy, if I remember right. Shout out to Snyder High. I went to for a brief time St. Anthony's, but Dickinson High. Dickinson High. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Lincoln and Ferris, Academic. Shout out to Academic. Shout out to who else? Who else? St. Anthony's, St. Aloysius, St. Mary's. Shout out to all the Catholic schools.
Shout out to the Hillcrest area and all their Jewish schools.
Bim. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, hey, East Blue Juice says he went to Edward R. Murrow High School, Bim, Avenue M. Yeah, man. Shout out to CWC. CWC says Central Islip is in Long Island. We called it CI. We call Long Island Strong Island. Yeah, I know that. Hey, CWC, that's where my people from. Central Islip. CIFLY and the SKY. DSJ says, shout out to Parkside Ave. South BK is in the building. What's good? He says, shout out to how you pronounce it? Xaverian?
Xaverian.
Say that one more time.
Xaverian.
Okay. Xaverian. What it is? I have a lip dysfunction or something this morning.
Maybe it's Xaverian. I don't know, because I don't see the I, which would have made it sound Xavier.
Jay Boogie said, in case y'all forgot, Uncle Freezie burned down Great Adventures.
The one in New Jersey?
It was Jay Boogie. It was an accident, bro.
You're referring to the Six Flags in Atlantic City, right?
Yeah. We talk. Yeah. Jay Boogie. It was an accident, man. Come on, bro. And DSJ says the real CI is Coney Island. Everybody knows that. LOL. No. Maybe Brooklyn knows that. Brooklyn claims everything. Keith Turner is in the building. Keith Turner says, we always go after bums. and hype up the ones we already have. I get so sick of this team. Sometimes you just don't know. Hey, man. I'm trying to figure it out, brother. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. JJ says, I'm with you on Jermichael Green as the backup 4. Jay Boogie, he could still play and he a free agent. I've been on that train. We should get that done. Nah, the Knicks are not gonna play 4 bigs, bro. NBA teams don't play 4 bigs no more.
Or if they do, they want the ultra lanky that can hit the 3-pointer threes.
Right. Or yeah, exactly. And if they do it to Met's point, it's either two of those dudes got to start hit threes, or 2 of those dudes have to be hyper athletes that can switch defensively. But you're not gonna play 3 trees out there, bro. You're just not.
Unfortunately, given Tibbs' play style, he doesn't let the big men do the ladder.
Right. Right. He doesn't let them shoot threes, and he don't like athletic bigs. And if you don't believe me, look at what they did with Obi Toppin.
Or look what they did to a lesser extent with Hartenstein.
Right.
Again, to Hartenstein is to a lesser extent. Right?
Right. DSJ says Utah does and Denver does. I don't know if Utah does it in that sense. I think Utah just likes having a big. I think Lauri Markkanen is probably a small forward. I think Lauri Markkanen is a small forward, man.
And with Denver, on the other hand, they got probably the best big man in the league in the association today in the Joker.
Yes. All right. Let me bring my guy in. Hold on for just a second.
Let's get it. Y'all be spitting with your flows, I'm just podcasting. That's right. On the air every day, I'm just podcasting. What? You don't know what that mean when I say I'm podcasting. I'm broadcasting these flows with the podcasting. Every day of my life, I'm just podcasting. Right. Share my dreams with you, mean I'm podcasting. What? You can see my vision through the podcasting. Yeah. But don't forget Jay Boogie when I'm broadcasting. What? I'm podcasting, he's podcasting. What? I've been spitting this venom since Karate Flicks. When Mr. Sims was sharing nothing but the Knicks. I guess you know by now, I seen some tough years. Now I know the reason why Freezie got them Blorange Tears.
Jay Boogie is in the building. Shout out to the hip-hop legend himself. Balls for days. I was walking with Jay Boogie one day. I think we was in... So Mets, we were in some down south city. We might have been like in Memphis or somewhere. We were in some down south city, and that man was walking, and I kept hearing stuff hit the sidewalk. And I looked, this dude got so many balls, it was falling out of his pocket. He didn't even notice. This dude got so many balls, it was legit falling out of his pocket. He didn't even know. Hey, Jay Boogie, man, would you stop dropping balls everywhere, bro? You gonna mess around and turn somebody else into a Hall of Famer, bro. Come on, bro. What's good, Jay Boogie?
Hey, as long as I can get the credit for them going, I'll be happy. I'm happy for anybody.
Right,
get there, please. What's going on with y'all? Mighty Joe, what's happening, man? Yo, shout out to the chat, man.
Yeah, man.
We got a very long morning going on.
Yeah, me too, man.
I'm here on with this contract thing, and these people got me sitting and waiting for about 3 hours for my load, and my load is going to take me about 2 hours, so I'm spending more time waiting for it than get it offloaded. But shout out to the chat, man. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Shout out to everybody that participated in that commercial, man. I was supposed to went up there and bid in, but work, you know what I'm saying, schedule tells me I need to get that bread and to go up there to spend bread, you know, so I didn't go.
For sure.
Shout out to everybody that was in that new Knicks commercial. But
right.
What's going on with everybody, man? How y'all doing this Monday, man? What's going on? Hey, Freezie, man. Matter of fact, yo. It's time for you to go back there and you need to bring that long lost bumper car and take it back to Coney Island, man. You got a long lost
I
bumper
know.
car, man.
I know.
One
I
that
got it back.
make a go kart.
I got it in this. I know. I got it in the shed, bro. Don't nobody know I got it except me. They ain't know I had it.
Mm-hmm.
I told it, man. In case I ever get in trouble, I'm telling on credit.
You got to have
I don't like
built
that.
up.
I don't like. Yeah, I don't like that new signing with this bringing this other Villanova dude Ryan guy back. When we could have, you know what I'm saying, we could have used that bread. You know, like I mentioned in the chat, Jermichael Green's still sitting at home. He has great chemistry along with, Dante. He has chemistry with him coming off the bench with him. And plus he's a power forward. For us to go get Ryan, you telling me that you really don't have no plans for Deuce at all. At all. So, I mean, what is it that he can do besides, being told that that's my man and, we college, teammates and all that Deuce can't do on the court. So I didn't like that signing, but it's never here nor there what I like or what I don't like. But I know the season about to get ready to start. I hope them guys is resting up their bodies, getting ready and getting prepared. Because before you know it, Boston going to be in our building.
Before you know it.
With the
before
Zing
you
Man.
know it, before you know it, me and Jay Boogie will be in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? That Friday night. That Friday night in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
I know within a couple of months, you guys will be in a few months, you'll probably be in Charlotte.
Yep. Charlotte too. Now I'm gonna be in Charlotte for I'm gonna podcast live from Charlotte November 15th, I think it is. So yeah, before you know it, the season will be here. The season will be here and we'll be, you know what I'm saying, back on the road. But here's the thing, to the Ryan Arcidiacono thing. Right? So Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson are good friends, right? Very good friends. Jalen Brunson and Ryan Arcidiacono are best friends.
The Nick Horn game is the 18th of November.
18th, that's right. The 15th is Atlanta, right? I think the 15th.
Yes, 15th is Atlanta, 18th is Charlotte.
Yeah, so I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia, doing a podcast live, and then also seeing what I can do in Charlotte. But Jay Boogie, to your point, and thank you for that too, Max.
You're welcome.
Right, but here's the thing: the signing of Ryan Arcidiacono only furthers my belief that they don't care nothing about building a team at the back end of the roster. They care about signing Jalen Brunson's mans. Right? It's the reason why Dante DiVincenzo is here. It's the reason why Josh Hart is here in the first place. And it's the reason why Ryan Arcidiacono.
Hey, I'm going to jump off. I'm going to holler back at you.
All right, boss.
And this sort of thing gives me a bad feeling. Brunson is going down the LeBron rabbit hole. Basically constructing the roster out of personal yes men.
Right.
And that sort of thing about this year, that scares me. And as we saw with the Lakers, with LeBron structuring the team in his image, it did them a lot more harm than good.
Right. South Brooklyn says Ryan is there because he's a good practice player. He pushes the guy hard. Yeah. I know that. Yeah, that too. I understand that there's that element to it also. Right?
But looking at it from a realistic manner, it's just like trying to build the team in his image, and it just doesn't work.
Right. I definitely think the Nova thing comes from upstairs. It's not a Tibbs thing.
And
I don't think it's a Tibbs thing. I think that's an upstairs thing.
I think it's more of a Brunson thing.
So, do you think Brunson has that much power already after 1 year?
Well, he's gaining it, but I don't think he has it to that level.
Okay. So okay. You know anything? So, do you know anything about Naruto?
Yes.
Or you know, not Naruto. Let me do one better. You know anything about Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah. Watched it a lot as a kid.
If you had to grade Jalen Brunson based on a Dragon Ball Z character based on power, who would you call Jalen Brunson?
I don't know. Best case scenario, he's a compliment to someone like Gohan. At worst, someone like Tien, I guess. Mostly because got the discipline, but at times he's always getting sandbagged because he's always pushed to the background rather than the latter case. In both cases.
All right. I thought you were going
He's
to say
not
somebody
at
else.
Goku, Vegeta, or Trunks level yet, in my opinion.
I thought you were going to say Goku. That's what I thought you were going to say. Right. East says Piccolo.
He's definitely nowhere near abridged Mr. Popo. You've heard of the abridged series, right?
Yeah, of course.
Popo is scary in that.
East Blue Drew says Brunson, I Piccolo.
I could see some people saying that.
Yeah. I could see that. So Wiz is in the building. Somebody addressed. Oh, there he is. Wiz, what's good, man? Wiz says Kerry Cox, Christian Wood was a missed opportunity. I prefer Shador to Caleb also because of USC quarterback curse. Oh, they took my quarterbacks, man. I don't care. Well, I don't care. We're talking
Blasting
Knicks.
the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears the Bears suck, but I knew the Bears were gonna suck anyway. So,
and you know what's weird? 2 weeks in a row now, New York football teams have had Pyrrhic victories. It's worse for the Jets than it was for the Giants.
Right.
But I knew right out of the box, getting Aaron Rodgers for the Jets was a mistake. They made the same mistake 15 years ago with Favre. They did it again with Rodgers.
Right. Right, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The Jets. If I had to pick a team from New York, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. As a Bears fan, if I had to pick a New York team, I believe it would be the Buffalo Bills. Because the Jets do stuff. And it's like that movie, the Bill Murray movie, Groundhog Day, where they do the same thing over and over, and you're wondering
worse every
time. Yes. And then they figure out that they're in a time loop, and so they start taking these risky chances. Like, yeah, I could just jump off of the thing because when I wake up tomorrow. So yes, yeah.
I mean, they've been like this since the 60s when Joe Namath claimed he made a deal with the devil to get them the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And now the devil is coming. Now that they're paying the devil his due. So the Giants did have a great win this week. So for all my Giants fans, I got one thing to say to y'all, man. Y'all had a great win against Arizona. The comeback, y'all season was on the line. If y'all had lost to Arizona, bro, they would have been talking about firing that guy. So Giants fans, the thing I have to say to y'all is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah,
how about
man.
them? How about them Packers?
Oh, jeez. The Bears suck so bad, bro. The Bears are so terrible. So I got about I have about 4 minutes because I have to rush out to another appointment in like 10 minutes.
All right.
Right. So I'm gonna ask one other question off this list.
Okay.
Are there any trade scenarios, realistic ones, that the Knicks can pull off before the season starts that helps them go from where they are to that next level? I'm asking Soulfinger, if you're listening, are there any realistic trade scenarios that will help the Knicks take the next step that can be done before the season starts? And I understand that's a run-on sentence. I know. I know people are, hey man, sometimes you I know, man. I know.
If I can be honest, if there's any that doesn't require us to give up a lot of draft capital or a star player, I can't find any. Know what I mean?
Right. I don't know. Hey, Karen Fung is in the building. I think the only realistic trade scenario that is out there for the Knicks that can help them in the immediate term is OG Anunoby. That's it.
That may be so, but what do you have to cough up to get him? That's my
problem. Probably 2 first-round picks.
And there's where my problem lies.
Right. They'll give up 2 first-round picks for OG Anunoby, and then they'll bring RJ Barrett. They'll move RJ to the 2. Grimes will come off the bench, and then now Tibbs will run a 10-man rotation.
But that's where my problem lies. Once again, it's basically giving up long-term capital for a short-term fix, something I do not want to do.
Right. I know. What's the alternative? The alternative is watch the front office trade away draft picks.
It's a lose-lose either way, unless we handcuff and put a restraining order saying that Leon Rose can't get within 10 feet of the draft picks, or he'll be thrown in jail, handcuffed, card directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $2 million.
Bim. That's the only way you have to put Leon Rose in a straitjacket and a muffle. You'd have to band Leon Rose up like they did the guy from what's the movie with Clarice in it, y'all? Chat, what's the movie with Clarice? Silence of the Lambs. You'd have to strap him. Yeah.
With Serena Hopkins.
Yeah. You'd have to strap Leon Rose up like Hannibal Lecter in order to stop him from trading draft picks. Y'all know it.
He'll eat their livers with fava beans and a Chianti.
Yes. And a nice Chianti. And I can't even believe you remember that, but yeah. Yeah, man.
The irony is I never watched any of the Silence of the Lambs movies.
Really?
Just clips, not the whole things.
Okay. Chef NYK says Paul George is clearly the answer.
Not with it would be the Amari situation all over again. You're getting a guy at the tail end of his prime. His chip damage is piled up. And the second he gets a bad injury, he's a dead duck.
Yep. So I'm just going to thank everybody for watching. I know it seems like a short show. These shows seems like they're getting shorter and shorter. Hey, everybody, y'all be patient with me as I work on some private stuff. as I work on building this agency and all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So be patient with me. I'm gonna try to get back on later on today. I'm gonna try to. If appointments come up, yeah, of course, y'all already know the vibe. If appointments come up, man, I gotta take those. You know, I gotta feed the family because you know YouTube has gotten so strict now. They don't really even pay you anything. So, you know, basically right now we're just doing it for the love of it. So,
Rumble.
huh?
You can always hop on the Rumble and try it.
Interesting. What is that? What is the Rumble? What is that?
It's a new streaming platform, less restrictive. You don't have to get as many people to follow you. You need like about 6 at the minimum to get people to follow, just to do live streams.
Okay.
But you still have to pay to do certain things.
Okay. That's interesting. I'll look into it, man, when I get some time. Jets fans, keep your heads up. Giants fans, how about them Cowboys? We'll talk to y'all later. Peace, y'all.